Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the future. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Today, we're going to be talking and critiquing logos. But before we do that, let's say hi to the dream team.
What's up, everybody? It's just me today. Because
Aaron, you're looking a little lonely out there.
Yeah, I am lonely in general.
What's going
on?
Right
now. Nothing much. Just, doing my thing.
A
Friday.
new blind shirt, I see.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this one? Ombre right here. This is a
Looking
woman's,
good.
actually.
Looking
looks
good.
good on me.
You know what? I can't do this anymore, so let's just cut to the titles, please.
All right, guys, we're just messing around with you. I'm back. I'm back, and we are ready to critique this. Let me get my headset in here. All right. Can you guys verify that you can hear me, you can see me, everything is good? Thanks, Molly, for doing that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry. I'm breathing still right now. Guys, I don't think you know how stressful that box is.
Well, you wearing deodorant? We good?
Yes.
No.
Jeez, oh my God.
Oh my God, is right. Okay.
How'd I do, guys? How'd I do?
You did great.
You did good, yeah. Good job, Molly.
They had a Rochambeau for who's going to dive off the plank, so to speak. And Molly came up with a short stick on the straw. We'll let her collect herself for a little bit there.
Yeah, I need a second. Let me open these logos. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh my God.
Go easy on her. Easy. Okay, let me pull up my email here. We're going to be critiquing logos today. I think Molly has picked an assortment of logos. And in case you guys are wondering, I just want to clear this up. Everybody that's watching this right now, they're sitting there wondering, how do I get my logo critiqued by the gang? How does that happen? Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you one thing. Here's tip number one. Please do not message me, as many of you guys are doing, sending me private messaging saying, hello, are you there? Are you there? Can you look at this? What's wrong? Is everything okay? Just bombarding me. That's probably the best way not to get your work critiqued.
Yeah.
Let's tell them how to get their work critiqued. I'm going to jump on my web browser here. Where's the web browser? Boom. There it is. I'm going to go to Facebook. Let's pull this up. I'll go full screen on this. All right. I'm going to look for the future group. There it is. We've gone through this, but I guess it bears repeating because people keep sending me messages either through my business designer page or the future page, but this is definitely not the way to go. Don't do it this way. I'm going to turn off the audio there. So I'm going to scroll down. It's somewhere in here. Buried in here. Molly, somewhere in here deep.
I go to photos.
You go to photos?
Yeah, because it's quick.
All right. I'm not that quick. So I'm going to continue to scroll down. Okay. You guys can keep talking. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Molly, you up and running on all your gadgets here?
I'm trying. I'm
Okay.
opening all the logos.
I found it. Here it is. This is where you guys are going to see this. And it says logo crit submission. This was posted on September 18th, so it wasn't that long ago. I think it was earlier this week that we posted this, maybe Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys will see this, and every Friday we're going to try to do this. We're going to do a live critique session. Why do we do this? Because you guys seem to love it. Every time we do one of these, the views go up. So we'll continue to do them. They're fairly straightforward for us to do, so we'll rotate through all the different topics and subjects. The one that we probably won't be doing again is the motion design critique. The reason why is people are using bootleg music, and I understand that's an industry practice, but then we get blocked in every country, even sometimes, I guess, in the United States, or they force you guys to watch ads, which is not something that I want to do for this channel. So we will then instead do critiquing style frames or something where we're not going to deal with music. That's how you do it. You can see here that it reached 13,000 people, and how many people commented? Tons. Ooh, there's another one there. That one looks pretty good.
Ooh,
like
those are 1 hour ago. You see?
Boy, that's kind of late, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, I would have loved to have critiqued this. Look at this, guys. This is pretty cool. It's got some of that black letter calligraphy.
If we have time.
Well, this is a nice mark. I like this.
Yeah,
I'm going to type in here, well done. Little late. Okay. So at least he got some love there. There's some nice work in here. So that's how you guys do it. There's a bunch of comments in here. There's 186. So Molly has the terribly difficult job of cutting me off. the terribly difficult job of screening them, pulling people out, and asking for files. And so there's a lot of work behind the scenes. Let's give her a hand for that, guys. Come on. I mean,
Thank
Good
you.
job, Molly.
good job, Molly.
Yeah, whatever.
and she does all the hard work. So all I have to do is parachute in here at the last minute and jump in and critique. I've not even spent any time looking at this, but let's get into it. Molly, who's up first?
Well, let's
And what's on
see.
second?
Hold on. Sorry. First I had Tony Lopez.
Tony Lopez. Now, Tony Lopez, he's a diehard fan.
Yeah.
He always participates in our
Always
streams.
donates. I just felt like we had to pick him.
We had to pick him.
He's our #1 fan.
Well, he's one of our
I mean,
#1
yes,
fans.
sorry,
I
one of-
suppose. Let's not try to alienate the entire audience in one comment like that.
You're right. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, we're gonna have
Everyone's
fun. It's
fan.
Friday, guys. It's Friday. Life is
It's
good.
a Friday. I'm
It's
so
Friday.
excited.
And tomorrow's Saturday. It's the weekend. There's a song like that from Rebecca Black, isn't there?
Is
We're not
there?
gonna play that
Oh
'cause
yeah,
we're gonna get in
yeah,
trouble.
that one.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Let's dive into this. I just want to pull up my comments here. Give me 1 second, guys, so I can also be monitoring what guys are saying on the channel. Videos, come on, load up. Anyways, okay, here we are. There it is, logo critique. Hold on. Don't pause. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're looking at this thing. What can you tell me about this logo, Molly?
Well, all Tony said was this was a part of the 30-day logo challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The logo challenge, and so what can I tell you about it? It's for sharp quality craftsmanship. He tried to do something clever, make the H chopping
Meat cleaver.
meat. That's what it's called.
I think it looks pretty awesome, man. I
mean,
don't know.
I feel like it needs some help.
But conceptually pretty solid, right?
Yeah, like he's trying to be clever and with the
Is he clever?
meat. What's it called?
Cleaver.
It's a cleaver. A cleaver tends to chop, while this one is stabbing. I don't want to get literal. This one's stabbing, right?
I
The
see.
cleaver chops. So the business end of the cleaver is along the blade side, this side. And I get it. What he's trying to do, he's trying to make the cleaver an H. And a lot of people do this. I'm not a big fan of doing illustrations as part of the logo.
Mhm.
Like if we design a logo for Amazon, we don't want to show a man delivering a package or a woman holding shopping bags. So my first suggestion is to move away from doing these illustrative logos and try to communicate a user benefit, a feeling.
I see.
Now, when we're talking about Amazon, how do they communicate their mark?
From A to Z.
It's first of all, let's look it up. Let's pull it
Okay.
up.
All right. Oh, you're doing it?
Well, I guess one of us will, and I guess I will.
Let's see who can do it first.
Oh, well, he already started. Let's see.
Yeah, I think at this point. Okay, so let's look at this logo here. Amazon. Okay. The
So good.
amateur approach to do this would be to show people holding shopping bags, kids smiling, running through the mall,
Mm-hmm.
a package being delivered by somebody. What you see here is Amazon. Why did they call the company Amazon?
Because they have everything from A to Z.
Well, you said that, but why call the company Amazon?
Are you asking us to speculate, or is
Yeah.
there a real answer
No,
there?
there's a real answer.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to think about it, though. Why did they call the company Amazon?
I mean, I can give you all kinds of
Yeah.
speculation.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
go.
That's
like,
what I'm asking
like
for.
the Amazon jungle, it's very all over the place, and
It's
it's
vast.
a good vast, right? It's good.
Place to get resources.
Yeah, there you go. Chopping
Well,
down trees and
It's the most biodiverse place in the world, isn't it?
right.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
There's
Oh.
everything. You can find everything.
Everything, and that's
in the
why we need to
Amazon.
protect the rainforest in the Amazon. There's everything there. So now we know that Amazon offers everything. And in the beginning they only offered books, but now they sell everything.
Literally.
So Jeff Bezos was thinking into the future about how shopping online, e-commerce was going to change the world. So now we know that about Amazon. Amazon is now literally everything from A to Z. So you can see the A, the arrow pointing to Z, and everything in between.
And a smile.
It's a very nice thing. And then the secondary read, or the primary read, depending on how you look at this, is the little smile. So they're communicating a user benefit. When I get a package, it's like a gift to me.
Yeah.
Let's go back to
Tony's.
Tony's. Sharp.
See, the A to Z for me was like a third or second. I didn't realize that until later on.
So what did you realize first?
The smile.
Then, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good job, Molly.
Thank you.
You want
Thank
a reward for that?
All right. guys.
It's tough on this show, man.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
tough.
Especially when it's just
It
you
is
two.
really
I don't
tough.
know how.
Yeah, there's no buffer. There's no other woman to kind of shield you from the edge that Aaron. We're sharp. Aaron and I are sharp.
Yes, sharp.
Yeah, and you have to wear a glove or a bodysuit or something like that.
Fine, I'm tough.
So this is where I'm having some issues. Now, generally speaking, I prefer to use sans serif typefaces instead of serif typefaces like this one. And this one's kind of funky. What typeface is this, Molly?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird typeface.
I don't.
It's not.
Yeah, the
It's not
A
Bodoni.
and
It's
the
not
R.
Dido.
Yeah, I'm like, is that?
It kind of looks like that. You see these little things in here, guys? When you use a typeface that isn't that well designed, it has little quirks. And the reason why we love the classic typefaces, and classic being there's a handful of them, it's because somebody spent a god-awful amount of time perfecting all the letter forms and the drawings and the curves. And these things stand out to me. So we're committing kind of two crimes right now, the illustration of the cleaver in there, and then using one of these jank typefaces. I don't even know what typeface this is.
But it looks. It could be Bodoni, like a rip
It could
off.
be Bodoni. So
Bodoni.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have Bodoni on this computer. Let me try and type it in, sharp,
Hope you do.
right? And Command T, pull this up, and type in Bodoni. I didn't spell that right. So I will do bold, like what was done here from Mr. Tony.
Tony.
Let's scale this
Tony
up.
Lopez. Where is he?
Okay. He should be in here, right?
I know.
But he's not. It's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the secondary typeface for now. So Command-Shift-G, take this.
It looks pretty much the same. That's a little different. Right?
You know
No,
what
it's
is
totally not
actually
a little different.
it better, which I just did too, Chris, is
that?
Dido.
Dido?
Actually,
You like Dido better? Dido's beautiful. I should have that. And then I would do bold. Is that better? Molly?
yeah.
Why is it better? Explain to the people.
Oh, from his original typeface,
No, why is it better than Bodoni?
I just thought the thicks and thins and the serifs matched
Yeah?
a little bit
Okay.
more than
Okay.
Bodoni.
Now look at the difference between an expertly drawn typeface as opposed to one that may or may not be. And no offense to anybody. I mean, if you love these kind of typefaces, great. Use them. The first thing I'm going to notice right here is this serif at the bottom. Why is it longer on the right-hand side? That's odd to me.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you see the little, what is this called? A terminal, a ball terminal on the R. Let me zoom in on that so you guys can see it a little bit better. It's a little funky. It's got this hard edge, it's cut out. And the same thing with the A. At least they're consistent with each other. The S is okay. It's okay. But when you look at a beautiful typeface like this, you don't even have to do much to it and it already looks amazing.
Yeah.
All you have to do is to control the letter spacing. And I think there's some funky things here between the S and H. We would tighten that up a little bit. And we would then look for the most difficult kerning pair. The most difficult kerning pair, I think, is the R and the P, because there's a serif here that's sticking out, and it's going to run into the ball terminal. So it's getting a little uncomfortable in here. You guys see this little space here?
Yeah.
So we would have to design it for that. So what I would probably do is open it up a little bit, so there's a little breathing room, breathing space, and then start to kern for this. And the way that you do this, guys, I'll give you a little tip here. I'm going to hit the M tool. I'm going to draw a box over this. I'm going to hit D for default colors, and then hit X to switch the outline, and then hit slash to get rid of that. I'm all doing this through keyboard shortcuts, guys. Keyboard shortcuts. Molly's an expert at that now. She's
Guys,
such
they
an
really do
expert
matter.
at it.
I realized the other night.
I want to read the comments. Molly, do you know how to get my iPad so I can read the comments on
Yeah.
the thing? So come on in here while I'm working on this, okay? Aaron, I'm going to unplug the iPad for a second. We don't need audio on it anymore. I'm going to unplug. Careful. Okay, there we go. So turn this on for me. Okay, so this is what we do now. We're going to stare at the ARP, and we're going to adjust the lettering until it looks okay between these. Now, if you guys are looking at this right now, people that are tuning on Facebook and on YouTube, how does it look? Aaron, how does it look to you? Does it feel balanced?
Yeah, I'd say kind of bound. Maybe the A and the R feel a little distant, but it looks pretty good to me.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to squint our eyes a little bit and look at it and maybe step back a little bit. Here's another trick that we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this away. Let me group this. Zoom out. Move it out of here. All right. My bad. Dang it. I need a little more slack on my thing. Is it up, Molly?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do. Okay, go ahead, put it on there.
Hold on, you gonna plug something in? Wait a second.
No, I'm not gonna plug anything
Let
in.
me know if you do.
Molly,
Please.
maybe put it here.
Got it.
It's blocking out my beauty light, but no, it doesn't work that way. It works this way. There we go.
Bear with us, people. Technical difficulties
No, it's just
here.
this
Turn
cable.
the sound off.
Dang it.
Here.
Okay, there. We're good. All right.
Yikes.
Yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry, it's a live show. We're just working here. All right. This is like one of those Bob Ross episodes where he's like doing a little painting. Let's painting some trees, beautiful clouds, happy clouds. All right, let's look at this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to duplicate it by hitting Command and sliding this thing up while holding down Option, which changes the pointer tool. You see the pointer tool? There's a little copy arrow, and I'm going to hit Shift to lock it into place. And it lives right there. Okay? Looks like that. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to hit R for rotation, hit Option, and click right here. While holding down Option, I'm going to click, and I'm going to type in 180. That's how it's going to be super precise. Hit OK.
What are you doing here?
I'm flipping it upside down.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Oh, I know this.
Why do you do that?
well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. The reason why we do this is we want to look at it upside down because it tricks our brain. Does it look balanced now, Aaron?
Yeah, it looks good now. Yeah.
Does it? Molly, does it look good to you?
I feel like, yeah, the P and the R, it's weird because of the way that the P drops. I mean, there's a lot of space in there, but yet it's still really close at the bottom, so it's complicated.
Well, can you say that in English?
No. I don't
A
know.
lot good that Toastmasters has been doing you, huh? I'm glad we did this whole episode on public speaking. Let's try that one more time. What did you say?
The space, can you cut back to it? It looks like there's a lot of space in between, let's say it's a D and the R.
Correct.
So that's what I'm seeing.
So what should we do?
Close it up?
We
I
can't.
don't know.
I guess you were helping me with the iPad, but I was saying we can't close this up much more because of the serif.
Oh, you can
so
you can make more room between the A and the R then to match
Correct.
it up.
That's what you do. So
Okay.
we have two choices to make right now. This is what I was trying to help Aaron see. Right now, this space in between here looks a lot more than this. And what people don't understand, people that are just starting out, self-taught designers, they don't understand that it's optical spacing and not mathematical spacing. They think if you just type in an even number between everything, then all is good in the world. All is good in the hood. And it's not. I'm looking at the space in between here. It feels a little bit more open than this. So we can either modify the D or we can open up the spacing. What do you guys prefer that we do?
Open up.
Open up. So now that was helpful to us because now when we're looking at it like this, Aaron thought, oh, everything's cool. But we're going to teach Aaron how to design logos on the show. So all I'm going to do is park it right in between. I'm going to hold down Option. I'm going to hit the right key and it's going to open up. Okay? It's going to open up just a little bit. And that might have felt like too much. Does it feel like it's too open?
It feels up too open.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to hit undo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go hit Command K and go into the preferences. And when we do the keyboard increment, instead of moving at 1 point, I will move it a half a point or 0.25 points. Let's do 0.25 points. Now when I park it in here and I hit Option right, so I'm holding down the Option. And if you guys are doing this on a PC, God save your soul. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the keyboard equivalent there, you guys. You guys will have to figure it out. I'm holding down Option and I'm going to click to the right. Hopefully that only moved it 0.25 points.
Oh,
Is it still too much?
it looks too much to me. It
Molly,
looks like it moved the same amount.
It looks better,
did it move the same amount? Let me double check here. Keyboard increment,
but when I squint my eyes, it doesn't.
corner radius. Yeah, I think
kind of far.
I think I did do 0.25 points. Okay, I'm not going to sit in here and do this, but basically what we want to do is we want to get the letter spacing right. I think you're right, Aaron. It does feel like it's too much. Let's see.
Like this feels okay to me now. No.
Let me try to change it to 0.1 point. Let's see. It feels like it's moving the exact same amount.
Yeah.
Maybe it can't recognize it less than 1 point. I'm not sure what's going on
I
there.
see.
Maybe somebody on the internet who's super smart can do this. And Molly, I totally screwed up this thing again.
Oh. I can come in again.
Okay, come in.
Okay.
What I want you to do is hide the video, and I only want to see the chat.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is possible. You can do the pop-up chat. I promise you can do it.
You guys need help? I know how to do what you're trying to do.
Give it to Aaron.
Okay.
Just bring it to Aaron. Thank you very much. Got it? Okay. Now, what we want to do is also print this thing out. We want to look at it. We're going to spend some time, and we're going to massage this thing. So that's the first thing that you want to do. You want to get the letter spacing right. But right now, I get it that Tony wants to do an idea. He wants an idea. Okay? So he wants to somehow indicate that sharp knives are sharp? What kind of idea do you have, Molly?
Molly.
What?
How would we indicate that sharp knives are sharp?
Wait, I just put my
Rather than illustrate it, we want to imply that it's sharp. How do we do that, Molly?
We can cut letter forms.
How? Talk to me.
Let's see. We can cut them at an angle so it feels like it's cutting. Gonna stab you or something. But I don't know how to do that with Bodoni because I feel like it's so.
Okay, we want to cut it. That's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the letters. And I'm going to hit Command-Shift-O to outline the type. Command-Shift-O, y'all. Command-Shift-O. Okay? Now I'm going to look for a slice here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Marquee M tool. I'm going to draw a box. And I'm going to hit Shift-X to switch the background color to be the foreground color. I mean, the stroke color, the fill color to be the stroke color. I'm going to look for a way to cut this thing. Let's see where I can cut and it'll look good. It's kind of tricky, Molly.
I
Maybe-
see. I guess I was thinking about individual letters and not the whole.
Okay, so now I'm going to select this, hit Tab, bring out my tools, and find my Pathfinder, which is not here. Window, Pathfinder. You're going to have to teach me. You're going to have to do a
Check
live
this out.
episode.
Got all the comments.
I just,
there?
no, I want it like
Only
this.
comments?
Only comments and no video.
Okay.
rid of the
I don't
video.
think I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right, okay. You guys keep working on that.
Here,
or
Aaron,
just leave
give
it all up.
Give it to me.
But Molly did it better the other way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these letters, okay? And then I'm going to hit Divide, which is this one right here. Boom.
Yes.
Okay. Now, using the hollow pointer tool, which is if I select A instead of V, I can hold down Option and select this and hit Delete. Okay, I got to get rid of some bits here. Going to get rid of this one
Mm-hmm.
and this bit and this bit. I think there's some extra parts in here. Yeah, there are. So let me see if I can delete that. Great. You guys know what this is called outline mode or the preview mode, and you hit Command Y to toggle between the display, the finished rendered product. Okay, I'm hit Command Shift G to ungroup this thing. So now I'm going to select these. I'm going to group them, Command G. What am I going to do, Molly?
Delete them.
I can delete them. Okay,
Or-
let's try that.
Yeah.
I can delete them. Sharp.
Oh, but then it doesn't read.
Doesn't read. What else can we do? You know what I'm going to do?
Change
First
the
of all,
value.
I'm going to take this sucker and I'm going to scale this all down so that we can try many versions of this and we can compare. So it's part of the designer's job is to try things to see what happens. Oops, I forgot a little piece. I'm going to move right here. Okay, I'm going to hide everything else so you guys can just focus in on that.
Okay.
So let's try. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to move it over to the right. That's my copy there. Now I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to delete the bottom part. That's part one. Let's try that.
Okay.
Okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to take all this stuff and duplicate it down. Dang it.
Oh, someone, one of the smart people online said just move it apart.
Okay. Well, we're going to try it. So this is the original, sharp. Then we're going to try every version of this. We're going to do that. Then somebody smart says, let's put a gap between it. And now it seems like I can actually move it. Oh, you know what it is? It's a keyboard distance that I'm doing and not a type thing. So I know what went wrong in that thing. So let's put a gap in it. There's a little slice there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have an idea. Why don't we take this and slice it to the right
Ooh.
as if it were cut.
Deconstructed type.
Okay. So we're going to find a point in there where it looks really good. And that may or may not be the point. We can try shearing it a lot of different ways. We can take the top part. Let me group that on this. And I'm going to hit, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hold down, I'm going to hover just outside of that little corner point. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to rotate it up a little bit.
Ooh.
So there's a couple of ways to skin a cat, as they say.
Yeah.
And that rotation might be too heavy. I'll rotate it back. I just want the slightest amount. And maybe just offset it just a little bit. I forgot to grab a part of that, Molly. So we can play around with this a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, people are saying split it at an angle.
Yeah. What about a diagonal
Try and
swipe?
cut.
Yeah, a diagonal cut might be kind
Yeah.
of cool.
Yeah.
So here, the integrity of the letter form for the S is more together.
Yeah.
And then as it progresses to the right where it's a little easier to read, we can see the cut.
Yeah, I like that.
So there's a couple of options here. And this is what I would do to explore it. And instead of literally showing the cleaver or specific kind of knife. Because what if Sharp expanded beyond making cleavers, which most likely they do? If you look at a company like Wusthof is a German company that makes knives, it's about an idea and it's not, or an icon or an emblem. It's not just about one kind of knife. And that's the limiting thing. So when you're designing something for a client, a logo, definitely don't box them into something that where if they expand their product offerings like 1 iota, a small amount, 1 iota, they need a brand new logo. That's good for you in terms like you get more business, but that's bad for you in terms like, well, I thought you were a good designer. I thought you were going to solve this problem so we don't have to reprint the stationery and the signage again.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good. Okay? All right.
Cool.
That's what I would recommend
Tony.
for Tony. And maybe there's other things that you can do. Maybe you can create an emblem, like a monogram, because I want to feel like maybe there's a story here. So let me work on that. First of all, I'm going to close this door. I'm going to kick that door. All right. Using my... Thanks, Aaron, for not even showing that. Shot. All right.
All right.
Okay, my martial arts skills.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe we want to create a monogram.
What's a monogram?
It's
A monogram, like the thing that you get embroidered on your bathrobe and your luxury towels and things like that. Maybe on your shirt, some people have a monogram. A monogram could be one letter. It could be multiple letters.
Is this B, the B?
Hold on.
This thing?
Well, you know what? Aaron asked a good question, and since nobody's going to help me in the booth there, since there's only 3 of us, monogram. This is what a monogram is, Aaron.
Okay,
Okay, I can run the show. I can monitor the comments.
Chris, I'm monitoring the comments and doing whatever else you want me to do.
Guilherme says, what the F?
What?
What do you mean, what the F, dude?
Who?
Guilherme, are you reading the comments as I'm reading them, Molly?
Yeah, I don't see what the F.
He says, what do you mean, what the F?
Oh, the
it's like
show
the
hide thing.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
All right, anyways, this is what a monogram looks like, guys. These are not great.
Got it.
Here's a nice one. Look at this one.
Ooh,
Got it.
I like that
That's
one.
nice. And look, it's got a little cut in it.
Sharp.
Okay. So this is a little bit more modern. So this is when you guys go online and you look at certain things and you can be inspired by ideas. So what this is telling me that there's an M that's interlocked and then there's a little part that's removed to help make it read a little bit easier. That's pretty cool. This is very modern. I can see that. So let's take a totally different approach. Let me go back into Illustrator. I'm going to delete these things. I don't need to see that. Thank you very much. And let's try a totally different thing based on what we just saw. First thing what we're going to do is we're going to retype Sharp. And this time I'm going to use all caps. Sharp. Let me blow that up. Like that. That also looks pretty good. See, when you pick a beautiful typeface,
Yeah.
it's like you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, someone said what the typeface was. It was
Dido.
a Google No.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Internets, don't use your brain power telling me about ugly typefaces. And you're looking at me right now, you're thinking, what a snob. Like, he's lifting his... Yeah, I am.
No.
I am. There are beautiful typefaces and there are really ugly typefaces. And unfortunately, the number of really beautiful typefaces is small compared to the amount of ugly typefaces. So all of you guys that are self-taught and these designers are running around using these crazy typefaces, if you can make it work, God bless you, more power to you. And those of you guys that are like, hey, Chris, give us some tips. What should we do? Rule number 1, start with a really beautiful typeface. Just start with a beautiful typeface. And
You have a list.
we have a list.
Yeah.
We even tell you. Now, if you want to vary from that list, be my guest. That's up to you.
At your own risk.
Here we go. All caps, Dido, beautiful typeface. Like I said, maybe some letter spacing issues here. Open that up a little bit. Anyways, I'm going to duplicate this down. And let's try a more modern sans serif typeface. What typeface should we use, Molly?
Helvetica.
Helvetica?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a little bias there?
I feel like knives, it's like an ancient thing, a knife. So it should be something that's like kind of says timeless, ancient, classic, whatever, right?
Or modern Sharp using precision modern day technology.
German, yeah, it depends which way you want to go, yeah.
Yeah, so we tried that. We can do lots of versions of this. We really can. But right now, I'm going to try to do a more modern take on this. And let's try a more modern typeface. Molly says use Helvetica. Helvetica bold, maybe. Something like that. Has a totally different feel now. Instantly has a different feel.
Or din.
And I'm going to open this up a little bit. Oh, din, so German.
Yeah.
Din. Middle shrift. Din. Boom. Right there. Okay? We want to maybe give it a little heft,
Bold.
maybe bold. That's got a nice feel to it, Aaron. It's got a nice feel. Now, if I move this thing down
Loved it.
and I try and draw a box around this, I don't have to try because I know how to draw a box. And we're going to change the stroke maybe to something like 10 points. Okay. There you go. Aaron, so far, you okay with this?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to select this typeface. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do this the wrong way first. I'm going to center it. And it seemed to have worked for some reason. Anyways, I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit Command-Shift-C instead of justifying left. Now I'm going to select this, and I'm going to hit center. All right. So does this look centered to you guys?
No.
No.
It needs to be to the right.
More to the P side.
Okay, so you see this is mathematically centered, and I'll show you how the computer calculates this. I'm going to draw a box here. Let me do this real quick. And select this. And while I'm doing this, if anybody wants to talk to our community,
I'm talking. Let's see.
or talk to me while you're talking to the community.
Yeah, please ask questions, whatever you want. I'm reading them and I'll call them out to Chris.
Okay, so now I need to get into my transparency here, which I think is in here. I'm going to make it 50% transparent. Okay, obviously. There we go. So you can see that using the computer to center this, it didn't center it for whatever reason. So what I want to do now is select this, nudge it a little to the right. Now that I've changed it to 0.25 points, it's going to take me forever, pardon me, to move this thing. So I'm going to go back and change it to 1 point because that's going to kill me there.
Oh, so that thing does work.
Yeah, that thing does work. I think it was in the type here. Here we go. See here? This is where I needed to change the tracking kerning. So instead of doing 20 per thousand, I should have done like 5. That's where I needed to change it.
Okay.
It was a different setting. So now I'm going to go back to the right here and do this like that. And then I have to be kind of somewhat sensitive to the fact that the P finishes here. The bowl of the P terminates with the stem here. And if it were the letter D, this would be an okay thing. See that? Because it finished off. So
Yeah, nice.
So what we want to do is delete this now and see if it's centered. Does it feel centered yet?
Yeah,
It's getting there.
centered,
Yeah.
It's getting there. We could spend more time, but this is a live show,
Looks good.
right? So we
Yeah.
want to do something like that, inspired by what we saw. Now we might sit here and say, is the amount of space above and below the word sharp, is it okay? Does it need to be higher? What we need to know is this. When we draw, I shouldn't have deleted those 2 forms. I need them now. Delete that. That when you mathematically center something in the vertical space, let's say that's accurate. I'm working kind of fast here. So right now, it's lower in the box than it is tall. And you want to do the opposite. So to have something optically centered, you need to shift it up. So you want it to be actually a little bit higher, and your eye will perceive it as being centered. Maybe I did it too much. I'll drop it down 1 point there, and that should be okay.
Cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is kind of not that interesting yet, but we want to do something that's classic.
We need to cut it.
We want to cut it.
You need to
Or
cut it.
we can create a large S maybe.
I noticed with the Amazon, it's all lowercase letters. Is that something worth trying, or is that not?
Yeah, because when you use lowercase letters, and we'll show you right now, Aaron, good question.
It's friendly.
It's friendly. It seems friendlier. So I will use all lowercase letters now. How does that feel, Aaron?
Not that sharp.
Yeah, not as good, I guess.
Maybe. Okay. And maybe we want to use a large letter, like a monogram or a big letter here. I'll just move this off the page here. Hit save in case this crashes. So the thing about the M that they drew, it was really cool. What letter would we draw?
An S.
S.
An S is not that cool to draw, unfortunately.
Chris Ball said I'd prefer.
What?
He said I'd prefer to see reworking the original idea.
Well, you can run your show and you can rework it the way you want. I'm trying to teach you guys how to use best practices when it comes to the logo. You mean he wants me to work on this thing?
Or like
Maybe he means just that
The
same kind of
typeface.
typeface, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Some idea with that.
yeah, but the point is for us to be learning together.
Mhm.
And so sometimes when you're given something and you feel like you're boxed in, it's time to open it up and try other things. But maybe you can draw an S like this. I don't know.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe like this and duplicate it. Select these 2 points and hit Command J to join it. Select these 2 points and hit Command J to join it. What we know about the S is that this part has to be cheated in a little bit, etc. And I'll cover that in the next Design Fundamentals course. But right now I'm looking at this. And I'm going to just try to use that little piece of inspiration and base it on that.
Hey, Molly, I was thinking, can't you make one?
Wait.
Oh, yeah,
It says, why does Molly have a studio echo going on?
I don't hear anything. He's tripping.
Okay.
Does Molly have an echo?
Yeah.
And then
I'll
what
pick
we
the
can
one
do is we can hit tab again and then bump up the point size on this so it has a little bit more heft to it. What do you guys feel about that?
Very geometric.
Well,
Sharp.
that's not an opinion. Give me an opinion.
What kind of opinion are you looking for?
A point of view. I like it. I don't like it. That's an opinion.
I'm trying to think.
Telling me that geometric doesn't.
I'm afraid to say I don't like it.
Why are you afraid?
Don't be afraid, dude.
Well, the last guy that... No, I don't know.
He got chopped off at the knees?
Yeah.
Well, because he's trying to tell me what to do. Just don't tell me what to do. I'm asking you
Okay.
for your opinion now.
Okay.
So I might open this up a little bit. Maybe get it a little more spaced out. It's taking forever because I changed the kerning. That was dumb.
Oh, I'm liking it a lot better
I
now.
like it separated like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, I try to make it kind of cool.
Someone said it looks like a refrigerator brand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if I look at this, I wouldn't know that it's a knife company.
Well, you guys do need to understand that companies that manufacture things don't necessarily need to say that this is what I do. Like I said, Amazon is not showing you anything. It's just showing you benefit. Maybe this tells you it's solid, like it's well built, and we make well built things. It's dependable. It's well engineered. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to show me that a guy grinding a knife on the grindstone,
Right.
a honing block or whatever that's called. You don't necessarily need to see that. If you want to, you can. I mean, we could do an illustration of a blacksmith hammering stuff out. Do you guys want to do that?
No.
Well, I'm going to look at that.
I like this.
Okay, so I'm going to look for a blacksmith because, Aaron wants to look at this. Icon. So we got like buff arms here. Oh, there we got a guy hammering things. Oh, look at this here. This is kind of interesting.
Interesting.
You like that?
Yeah, hammer tends to say strong, right? Forged.
Well, here's what we can do. Oh, shoot. It's got some junk on it. I'll move it out to the side. So I'm just going through a process of exploration, and I think I want to point out a few things to you guys, okay? One is don't close yourself off to what's available in terms of possible ideas. See, we're so quick to judge. We're so quick to say, oh, stick to the idea or do this or do that. And Aaron, when you saw this, you're thinking, oh, that sucks. That's not good. But my brain works a little bit differently, and what I would suggest you do is instead of just eliminating wholesale options is just to try and don't decide just yet if it sucks. And if you don't like it, fix it and keep working on it. And then when you've exhausted that, move on to something else.
Yeah, I was thinking I had some ideas about the one you made.
You did already?
Like the S. How
Yeah.
come you decided to not make it like a
Curve?
like the top line doesn't go all the way to the edge?
Oh,
of
no,
the...
that's just the way the stroke is drawn. I'll show you. It's straight, but I had to fix that.
Okay.
I'm just sketching, you guys. I know I'm doing this in Illustrator, so it looks really clean and tight, but I'm just talking about ideas, and I need to move through a bunch of ideas quickly, okay? I would go in here and refine this and pull this out, right? So that it would match the stroke. You see that?
Yeah.
I might add a corner in here like this. Watch, I'll show you. So let's say we look at this and we don't like it. So I hit the pen tool, which is P, and I click on this, and then I click on this, I'm adding points, and then I click on that to get rid of it.
I see it. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that.
So we can soften it a little bit.
Gotcha.
Someone said, do you really mean it when you say you don't need anything extra if you pick a beautiful typeface?
Yeah,
I mean,
I really do mean that.
he says,
Look at
doesn't that mean lazy? You can't create a good logo only using a good typeface.
Okay. All right, let's look. Who do we admire in the world of logo design today, contemporary?
Paul Rand.
No, contemporary, like still alive.
Oh.
Named sounds like Shmemoot.
Michael Beirut.
Yes, thank you, Aaron, the graphic designer in the room. Michael Beirut. Michael Beirut is a celebrated graphic designer. He's a partner in Pentagram. He is one of the name brand designers that you know by name, right?
Yes.
As part of Pentagram. Thank you, Molly,
Paula
for being
Scher.
a high-quality, 4-year educated art center person. And little old Aaron comes in. It's like Michael Beirut. All right.
Art center.
Look. Let's look. New logo, Verizon logo. Oh, what is that? Holy smack.
They didn't do anything.
That's Helvetica.
Target.
Okay, so you guys have to question some of your belief systems to say like overworking a logo, picking an ugly typeface is showing that I'm a hard worker. I don't want to be a hard worker. I want to be somebody who's valuable.
Wait, I have a question. So with this
Yes.
this Verizon logo, are you saying that's exactly like the typeface? They didn't adjust it or anything?
I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove it to you right now. Okay? I'm going to type in the word Verizon. And I'm going to pick Helvetica Bold. Command T. Helvetica Bold. Aaron, what's your guess if this is the same typeface or not right now? Guess.
No.
Yes or no?
What?
Still no.
It looks different to me.
Say yes.
It's a little thicker.
But it's the exact.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it looks
Are you
pretty much
kidding me?
exactly the same.
It
looks thicker
it's a different,
though, man.
It's a different cut of Helvetica. That's all it is.
Like they beefed it up a little.
Okay,
or
watch
something.
this. This is
I think they
sacrilegious.
have a
I'm about to do
bolder
this.
weight.
Yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm going to add black to this. Hold on. Pick it. Okay, I need to pick my colors here. And I'm going to put black. Aaron,
Yeah.
are you telling me that it's totally different?
I'm not saying it's totally different. That was
It's
my
not
point.
even different
They
at
adjusted
all.
it a little.
No, they didn't even adjust
There's
it at
more
all.
space between the letters.
Man.
Oh, no. Before I kick your butt. Okay, there is more space because you have to, first of all, pick a good typeface. And then you adjust the tracking or the kerning.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to. I went through that already, didn't I?
Right.
But I'm not inherently changing the typeface. The integrity
it's the same typeface.
is literally the freaking same typeface.
Yeah.
And so then I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw the logo for this right now.
I'm just hearing I feel like maybe the reason people use one of these weird typefaces is because, I mean, everyone adjusts the typeface even a little bit without changing the integrity of it, like in this example here, right? They kerned it a little, they made it a little beefier.
No,
that's changing it.
No, that's not changing
it's not changing it.
That's not changing
Not
It doesn't
changing
count as changing it?
No, it does not.
Well, maybe not
Changing
to you
it is
guys.
literally going in there and cutting. Or,
Modifying, redrawing, changing the serifs, doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
okay?
so that's what's a bad idea. But
No, it's not. No.
rekerning stuff-
Hold on. Before we send the internet into a hissy fit,
Okay.
let me clarify. Because, Aaron, you're not a trained designer, and so you're using language a little bit loosely here, and so I want to get into that, okay? Now, I can make this thing perfect. I'm not going to make it perfect right. You know what? God freaking, I'll make it right now.
No, I you don't have to, man. You made your point here. It's
Did I make my point?
Yeah, you made your point.
I was just using the incorrect word. Adjusting the typeface to me meant just obviously you didn't just type it in, like you had to do a little something, but there's a different word for it's adjust or whatever. Use the wrong
the
word.
designer has to pick the right typeface. They have to make a little adjustments to it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pick a crappy typeface and redraw the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's no
Right.
point unless you're Greg Lindy, who's a master letterform designer, and he's drawing typefaces by hand. He spends a year drawing typefaces, 1 year to draw one typeface. If you're that guy, yes, please design a custom typeface, but you're not that guy. And so this is what I'm just trying to prove to you guys. Is the internet agreeing or disagreeing?
Yeah, they're
with
saying
me?
point equal made.
Okay, point set matched.
And on that note, I want to shout out to Sean and Nath. They donated.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Sean and Nate.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it, man. Maybe this fiery discussion is going to get you guys talking about that kind of stuff. Okay, you guys want to do a little icon?
Do we?
I don't know. No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Somebody's like, hey, a hammer is
I
strong,
see.
right? Maybe you can do 2 hammers. So let me draw a hammer. So the hammer tapers
Like
up.
2
okay.
hammers crossing.
So all we have to do is show you how to draw a hammer really quickly, okay? So I'm going to draw the vertical handle of it. I'm going to hit Shift X to fill it with that. I'm going to draw another thing like this. Okay, so far so good. It looks like a hammer, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to select these 2 things. I'm going to use why isn't it giving me the center option? Where's my alignment? Align. Center. Okay, now it's centered. This one, you can use the mathematical part to center it. Now what I can do 1 of 2 things. I can add a point using the pen tool. Select this, hit anywhere on here, maybe right there, and then take this point and move it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the beginning of my hammer. But this hammer doesn't quite look right because I notice there's a slight taper here at the top, right? So I'm going to show you another trick. I'm going to move this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to Object. I'm going to add an anchor point somewhere in here. Path, add anchor point. Right there, you guys. You guys see that?
Boom.
And what's going to happen is it's going to add extra anchor points. It's going to add it evenly. You see that right there? So now I can select these 2 points and scale. Hit down the letter S. The anchor point's right there. I'm going to scale it inward. a little bit like that. See how the handle tapers in?
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick these points right here and using the direct selection tool, move it up.
Damn.
And now I'm going to connect these two guys. Excuse me. Sorry.
Chris, I'm learning right now. Didn't even know you could do that. The anchor point thing.
Yeah, so there's extra. Now, let's say I have extra anchor points because I'm a crazy person. I'm going to go in and delete those extra ones I don't need. Like that. Because I'm bananas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when we can take this, I can join them, I can group them, I can do whatever, but right now I'm just going to group them. Now that I have this group, this is my hammer. I can move it around. It's not going to do anything on me. I'll leave this over here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to rotate it, hit R, and if I double click on the rotation tool, it allows me to mathematically input it. And what I want to do is rotate it, say, 45 degrees, like that. What am I going to do? You know what I'm going to do.
Yes,
Cross
we're going to
them.
cross them.
I'm going to hit here. I'm going to
Classic.
select it. I'm going to hit O for a reflection tool. See, O,
Yes.
gave me that. And I can double click on it if I'd like. And then I can reflect it on the vertical axis and I hit copy. Boom. Okay.
Boom.
Now I can move them around a little bit because I didn't like where it crossed. I can do another version really fast. So I'm going to delete this one. Let's do this, guys. We're just exploring. We're just cooking with gas here and could get dangerous. Let's say I take this one. I'm going to delete this. I don't want that.
Aaron and Nikki both just donated. So
Aw,
thank you,
thanks,
guys.
Aaron, Nikki.
Thank you.
Is it Aaron or is it Arun or is it?
No, it's Aaron Hamilton
Great. Thanks, Aaron Hamilton.
and Nikki Lugosi.
Okay, so I'm going to select these two, and why is my align tool not? Okay, so I got too many things going on. I'm going to select that, so that's centered, and I'm going to move it away. Sometimes when it's really close, Illustrator snaps in a funny way. It's off. Somebody know how to absolutely snap it there? Still off. Well, whatever. Pretend it was on. It's a sketch.
Okay.
So then I can create something like that. Maybe Aaron's starting to feel a little bit better about this. Aaron, you feel better about it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, lots of ideas. I'm sure eventually you'll get something good.
Are you saying this is not good? Like, what do you want
No,
to do?
I think they're.
Well,
think they're good.
Aaron's applying it. Eventually, it'll get good.
I mean, they're at least as good as what he had before.
Oh, at least.
What?
Jeez, thanks. Dude.
I'm just everything I say, you make it sound mean. What do you want me to say? This great, outstanding job, man. I'm blown away here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, so there you go. Maybe we're feeling too that maybe this is not strong enough. Like I want to make it even stronger. How do we do that?
How do you make that stronger?
I think I can make it stronger by reversing this out. So I'm going to hit D, Shift X, and fill the foreground color with black. Usually I have my palette open and it's a little easier for me to work, but okay. I can see that these are two different colors. That's weird.
Oh, because you did the Verizon
No,
thing.
because this is not really black. I'm going to send it to the back, select the type, make the type white. Let's see if it's stronger.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's sharp.
That's kind of cool. What do you think about that, Chris? The white or the black?
I don't know. So right now, the tip I'm going to give everybody that's designing right now is let's not make a judgment just yet. Let's just keep working and trying ideas. And
Flow
if you
state.
get really good with Illustrator, you can move quickly and try concepts out without making this big judgment. Then what I would say is get some distance. Go have breakfast or have lunch or do whatever it is you're doing. And then come back. It's like, which one do I really feel communicates? And what do I feel strong about? And then keep working on that.
Okay, I see what you're doing there.
Get in your flow state. Tony just donated $10.
Same Tony?
Yes, Tony. He
thanks a
said,
lot,
thanks
man.
for looking
Check
at my
this out,
design.
Aaron. When was the Sharp company created? When was the Sharp company created?
In
Make up a date.
1989.
1812. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You know, because I want something to feel like it's been around a long time. So I'm going to close this up, right? I'm going to close it up. I'm going to put 18 right there. Because you know what? I want to fill in some of the space, you guys.
Yeah,
Aaron knows
yeah,
where I'm going with
yeah.
this. He already sees it coming. And then I'm going to put it over here. And let's pick a weird number like 37. 1837, the Sharp company was established by two brothers, John Sharp and Bob Sharp. And it's not even the name of the knife. It just happens to be their name. And they were blacksmiths, journeymen, living in the UK. And they created this excellent, amazing cutlery company.
Steel.
And this is the legacy of their parents or whatever.
feeling it.
We could do a little bit more at the bottom here if we want. And it's both modern, I think, and a little bit kind of retro. It's got a little history and a vibe to it.
A little timeless.
We're just exploring.
Feel.
Okay. We can go back in and work with this if we want to. We can. I want to bring it back in. And now, let's pretend now we've had the luxury of having a burrito on our belly, and we've taken some distance, and we look at this and say, okay, here's where we started with Tony. And then we started exploring things like cutting it off the bottom, kind of hard to read. And then a little slice, and then offsetting the slice, putting a slice on an angle. This one's back to the original. We didn't do anything with that. And then we have this. And then we started exploring over here, drawing a letter S. Something cool there. I got another idea I can try. I'm going to do it right now. Molly, are you done with your first logo yet? I'm trying to give you as much time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought Molly was supposed to be designing stuff
me
too, man.
Oh my God.
Me too, man.
All right, I'll do the next one. Or next one.
Get to it.
I'm going to try this idea. It's a little dangerous because of some historical context
Chris,
here, you guys. Yes.
I can't compete with you, okay?
We're not competing. We're just trying to look at different ideas, Molly.
Okay, well, on that note, we got 2 more donations.
Okay, now I'm going to take this logo. I'm going to scale it towards the center, holding on the option. Oh, I want to turn off scale stroke weight. Command K gets me the preferences. I'm going to drag inward like this and outward like that. And holding on option. So it's going to copy this. I'm going to just try an idea. I know where this is potentially going. And what I can do is to create a mark that's like 2 S's. Now, you know, there are some potential problems here. Yeah, I know.
I think that's a strong symbol. If you're going for strong, you nailed it.
I went for it. But maybe we can do a different letter. What letter should we do? Maybe the letter R? A? Oh, let's do the letter A. Let's do it. Like their initials or something, SA, Sharp Associates, okay?
Okay.
We're just having fun here. We're having fun. Nobody's getting killed. No children or products or animals were harmed here. Let me see the most efficient way to draw a triangle, which is let me look at my tools here. I'm going to go to the polygon tool, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to type in 3 edges. That would be the fastest way to draw a symmetrical. Now I'm going to scale this up. Hold on, shift option, I think. Okay. Oh, this is going to be tricky. It's going to be a little tricky, guys. I'm going to scale it back a little bit. I think I went too far out. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a balance between the top space here and the bottom edge. At the rate we're going, we're only going to critique one logo today. Okay, so we're trying to like center that. You guys see that, what I'm trying to do? Optically, I want that space to feel similar to that. Let's pretend now. Let's just pretend that this is okay. All right, now I want to cut this sucker and do some things with it.
Oh, cut out some of those lines?
Yeah. I want to cut out some lines. I want to make it feel like it's overlapping in and out. I'm going to do this the down and dirty way. I'm going to create a new layer here. And I'm going to take the S and I'm going to bring it to the top for a second. I'm going to lock it. Okay. Now, on this layer here, I'm going to block it out. Let's say it begins here. It goes over it and then under it. So when it goes under, I need to create a box. I'm going to draw a little box here. Like so. Something like that. Shift X, hit D for default, hit X and get rid of that. Okay, so now it's going to go over, under, and over, and it's going to come back and it's going to do the opposite on this side. Maybe it's going to go something like that. Ooh. I'm trying to create some dimensionality here. You guys see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this works. SA, I don't know. SA is working, so I can delete that. I think I liked it better with it. What do you guys think?
Let me see. Good.
Now, there's another way to do this to create this illusion. So it goes over here and it goes back up here. So I can shorten this box. So it's going there. It's going back up. And maybe this time it's going to go over here on the opposite side. No, I'm sorry. It should be on this side. Let's pretend. I don't know. We can make it weave in and out and up and over. Maybe it's over here. That kind of thing. I don't know. We can play around with that, okay? So I want to make it feel like it's interlocking. It's going under and over, under and over on this side. And now we have Sharp and Associates mark. That's another way to do it. Maybe now, all of a sudden, because we have this really strong geometric shape, that the box around it is redundant. Maybe I'm feeling that. So I'm going to get rid of the box. Let's get rid of that and try that. Do we need this box? Maybe not.
Maybe.
I'm going to delete that too. I'm going to scale this up. Holding on Option and Shift. There we go. Sharp. And check this out. Here's one little trick I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you guys, and you tell me if it works. Take this. Option R. Scale that down. It's like this little registered trademark. Sometimes having those little suckers in there makes it feel really complete.
Yeah.
You guys tell me. Yeah? So we've explored some ideas really quickly.
Official.
You can do a TM. It feels really official, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Registered, man. Look at that. And when we were talking about typography and that mouse type, the trademark and the registration symbol and some other things. Now, there was a line that he included on this. Molly, do you remember what it said underneath?
Yes. Quality. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to.
Quality craftsmanship? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Quality craftsmanship knives.
Thank you, Molly. I'm going to scale that sucker down. The tracking on this is too open. I'm going to get into this. Tracking, I'm going to go back to 0. Okay.
Okay. Stance donated. So thank you.
Stance, thank you.
Also
Stance.
proper darling and Madrid. So thank you all.
Proper darling?
That's her.
You are proper by donating. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
They're saying they're taking 1 hour on one logo.
There you go. Sharp quality craftsmanship. I'm going to hide all this junk, guys. I'm hit Command S. And Tony, since you're such a fan of the show, I'm going to send you the files after this, and you can have the AI files. You can work with it yourself, play around with it, do something cool. What do you think, Aaron? Now, let's look at all our marks
man.
here.
Now that I see how you thought through it, and I think it's pretty good.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Now, if you were the client, Mr. Zakelli, it is a pleasure for me to present to you the logos that we've just created. I've gone through my first round of exploration. I'd love to get some input from you. Which do you prefer for your amazing company with this outstanding company heritage?
I really like this one here on the right where you're shrinking the numbers there. It looks really cool and strong, but it does look kind of like a swastika-ish. So I think my favorite one is the bottom left one.
The one we just completed?
Yeah, I
appreciate your input. And if you like this mark, I can work on it not looking like a swastika. I don't think it looks like one myself, but
No.
I can see that you're sensitive to that. And would it be worthwhile for us to pursue?
Yeah, actually, I think my favorite one is the right there, the top right with
top
the
right
crossing.
I mean, could you see this on a T-shirt or a package?
Yes,
We can comp
yes.
this up. This can be a nice little decal
Yeah.
on the box and make it really official. We can probably do some really high quality printing techniques, some kind of foil stamping, just to give it that extra pop. Would you like to hire us to help you design some uniforms, maybe an apron, so when you're doing demos at Le Sur la Table or Williams Sonoma, that they have these beautiful aprons?
Mm-hmm.
Sir?
Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking like maybe on the knife you have that little imprint, whatever. The hammers crossing.
Oh, I know what
I
you're
mean?
talking about. A seal.
A seal,
Right
yeah.
on the
I
knife.
feel like this would be a good seal.
That would be pretty cool, right?
Even just the crossing hammers maybe would signify my sharp brand one day. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what I could also possibly do to mitigate this issue here? I'm going to try it right now.
Yeah, how would you mitigate the possible
the old
swastika confusion?
reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know how. Bear with me, sir. So I want to treat your concern as something that's important. I don't want to dismiss it, okay? A lot of our younger people were like, "Man, screw you, you stupid, dumb client, don't know what you're doing," right? I'm gonna F this up. But let's say I turn this one into a knife so that it doesn't look like that anymore. This is a poorly drawn knife. Let me think about how knives are drawn. So what I need to do is to delete this edge here. It's too simple. And I'm hit the pen tool. I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll hit Command Y so you can actually really see it. Now here, I'm going to pick up on this line. I'm going to hold down Option and drag out. And then connect it here, Option, drag. And following this angle here is important. Does it start to look like a knife now?
Yeah.
Okay. And the knife has to have a handle. And some handles, we're going to make it really geometric here. I want to just duplicate this. I'm going to scale it down, holding on Shift, you guys. And I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to bring it right here. That's how I know it's going to work. I'm going to hold down Shift while dragging out. Is that proportionate yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
okay,
bad.
let's see.
Yeah.
Command Y. Okay.
Longer, maybe?
I need to make it longer. Does it need to be wider?
Yes.
Okay. So I can grab this. I can hit Scale, which is S. I'm going to click right there. I'm going to drag 45 degrees out from that so it's all proportionate. Does that feel better, Molly?
Yeah, that does.
Okay. So you're saying length matters.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll pull it out there. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got to find that point. So I can pull out Command R for the rulers, drag the sucker down right there, and make sure that they're touching the same point. You guys, let's not stress out over it.
Yeah, I get the idea you got
get the
going
idea?
there.
So let's look at it now. Does that solve your problem? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe the blade needs to be thicker. I feel like the blade is not as thick. Hit Scale right there. Shift. That's one way to do it.
That feels better.
I don't love it.
I like the hammers
The
better.
double hammer. So sometimes my clients don't know what they're talking about. In this case, Aaron.
Double hammers is definitely better.
It's definitely better.
I'm just worried about the whole swastika thing. I don't see it either, but I don't know.
No, obviously you saw it. No, it's good. It's good that you bring up issues that clients may have because I don't want it to be
a big deal.
One love fest here. Okay. I feel like it's off balance on this mark.
Yeah.
It feels off
the
balance.
hammers
so,
made it nice and balanced.
Yeah, so hit O.
2 knives?
Give me my tools back. And vertical copy. Nah, still don't like it. I think I like the idea of constructing and building versus the end product itself.
Right.
Because I can build lots of things on an anvil. But you know what? It was worthwhile to explore, sir. I appreciate you allowing me this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you a bill for $18,000. Is that okay? Done?
That's great. That's great.
Okay.
We'll discuss it later.
I think we're discussing it right now.
I think maybe we're
I'm going to delete this. Okay?
Role play. Let's
go. I wanted to point out something you did where, like, you said, I mean, because maybe they won't be making knives forever. Maybe one day they'll make other metal objects.
Yeah,
whatever.
we have to assume that a company is not going to be bound by what they started doing in the first place.
Right. So I feel like that shows, because I wanted to ask you that, like, when you make a logo for someone, it's got to be able to be, like,
versatile,
used for a long time, right? You don't want it to get old fast.
You want it to be timeless. You want it to be used forever, not just
timeless,
not old fast. I mean, I'm talking about they'll never need to change it again.
Never need to, yeah.
Yeah, there was a logo designed by Massimo Vignelli for American Airlines. Let's show the people what it looks like. American Airlines. Massimo. Images. This is the original American Airlines logo, and I think it's beautiful. I think there's just a charm to it. It's done very simply. Also, Helvetica,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Airlines.
What do you think of the new one, though?
Hold on. And then there's an eagle. I get it. It fills in a space nicely. It's really well drawn. I just would wear it. I'd rock down a t-shirt. This is the new one. It's not bad. It's using all the new tricks in terms of gradients, and I know why they designed it like this, because the best spot for a logo on an airplane is the tail, the wing, whatever that thing is called, people who know their airplanes. So it fits beautifully in there. But as a standalone mark, I know it's an eagle, like very simple shape. Nothing wrong with it. I just still prefer the original. 100 years from now, American Airlines, if they use this logo, I would still be fine with it.
I agree.
That's just me. I don't want to change for change's sake. And while we're talking, I want to go in here and scale this logo up. And I'm going to hit Command-Shift-O and outline this sucker. I'm going to bring it over here somewhere. And maybe, just maybe, there's a version of this that could work. I don't know. But I'm going to explore. Like, forget the bottom parts here. If I get enough of this letter S in here, which I think I can, I need to crop it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scale this up even more. I want it to fill up this space as much as possible. Maybe that's a little bit too big. Maybe right around there. I think that's enough of the S. So I'm going to use the M tool, the marquee. I'm going to draw a marquee over this. I'm going to select this letter. I'm going to hit Command-7 to mask it. And there we are. So maybe there's something beautiful in the negative shape here that I think we can do something with. I don't know. This is...
it's interesting, though.
It's an idea to try. We could do it on this side. The cool thing about it being in the mask right now is I can move it around without a penalty of having to redraw it or anything like that. This is one of those very delicate things where the right scale, the right crop could make it cool, and the wrong crop, it just is no good.
Patrick asked how many logos we're going over today.
As many as I can. But
yeah, maybe
I'm
maybe it's
quality,
time to
guys.
move it on.
Is it okay to do quality, or you guys want quantity?
No, I like quality. I was
I like
always the
quality
one
too.
saying we should do only 3 logos and take the full hour
Then
to do 3.
who came up with 12? No, I'm just kidding. It's
I
fine.
keep
Oh
getting
my
muscled
God.
up.
All right, we're saving. Okay, let's cut to my camera. Let's cut to my camera. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you guys right now, and I want you to type in on Facebook or on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you're at right now, and we're going to look at the comments. You guys want me to go fast, give you like really quick critiques, or you want the deep dive, the keyboard shortcuts, the exploration, really teach you how to design logos? What do you want? Tell me right now, fast or slow? Comments, please.
Wow, someone said, why not both?
Well, why not give me $1 million?
Yeah.
I mean, how can I do both, you guys?
You can't do both.
You
That's
can't
a
do
dumb
both.
comment. Dumb comment. Dude.
Okay,
Freaking
quality.
Slow or fast? Slow or fast? Tell me.
Slow. Oh my God, they're going crazy.
Okay,
Deep
I can read it.
dive.
Holy cow. Okay,
Yeah,
slow.
so we're hearing.
So everybody.
Wait, someone's saying
slow.
quick. Oh my God.
Okay.
Literally, there's so many comments. I can't even.
You guys gonna break the internet?
It's going crazy right now, Chris.
Okay, so I think next time we'll just do 3 and really dive deep. I like the
Holy-
deep
they're
dive
not,
better.
They're not. Okay, everyone's. I feel like.
Okay, Aaron, cut to my screen. Hold on. Oh, I just messed up. Dang it, sorry. Yeah, right there, you guys. Internets, Comme des Garçons. Comme des Garçons, okay? You guys know Comme des Garçons?
No.
The fashion brand? This is a parody brand. So Comme des Garçons, you can calm the F down. Calm the F down,
Seriously.
everybody. You guys having a good laugh. This is a family show. If there's some high school kids watching, I'm sorry. I apologize to all your parents in advance. I'm going to take a drink of water.
I feel like it's
It's a water
30%
break.
say fast. The rest are saying slow.
So fast. Sass. That's what I'm going to go. Slass?
Yeah.
No.
But I think.
No.
Yeah, let's recap and roll on to the next one.
I'm ready to go on the next one.
Let's do it.
Introduce
Molly,
the next
what's
person,
next?
Molly.
Guess who's next, Aaron? This one's for you.
Who is it?
It's Arun.
Arun.
Oh, awesome.
come
yeah,
on.
he deserves a
Arun.
critique.
Personal logo. Arun Sharma.
Let's do a good job on this one, guys.
Now you want me to go slow.
Oh my
Aaron's
God.
BFF online wants me to
They
go slow.
are still going crazy. Chris.
All right, everybody
This is
on the
insane.
internet. Slow
Should we
down.
give him a break to catch up?
Huh?
No, sorry.
All right, we got 2 donations.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the next file. You guys can banter, witty banter.
Okay.
Banter.
All right, let's say you can get fast anywhere, shortcuts and process, please.
Yeah, we should go slow. That's
Who-
not a
who-
question.
You know what? I teach like I'm a lover. I go nice and slow.
Yeah, I like
There's
going
no
slow,
rush
especially at
Slow.
first, and you can speed up later if you want.
Yeah,
But
just don't call my wife and verify that piece of information is all.
Oh my God. Tina
Tina,
says,
you're-
do whatever.
We're all interested. Okay, thanks, Tina. I also want to ask you guys right now, that you guys that are tuning in, where are you guys from? We have fans from all over the world, and it just blows me away that people are reaching out from everywhere. Just people in places that I just didn't even know there was a computer and an internet even.
Yeah.
All right. I'm being a little dismissive here, guys.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
I love you too, Kelly.
L.A. Woo! L.A. in the house.
Nigeria.
Brazil.
Buffalo, New
Toronto.
York, New Jersey. Alicia.
Hey, say that with a Jersey accent,
New
girl.
Jersey.
Come on, say it with a Jersey accent.
Listen, I don't need to say it because I'm
You
original.
need to say it because I
I'm
asked you for it.
original.
Okay, Texas, Vermont, Ohio, Chicago, London. Where is this? Wisconsin, Greece. Woo!
Let me hear you guys' best Will Patterson imitation.
I don't remember. You can do it.
yours. You
Yeah.
obviously want to do
You can
yours.
No, I want you to do yours
you can do
first.
it. Mexico. Oh my God, they are literally going crazy. I don't have
No,
time.
Molly,
Wow.
they're figuratively going crazy. If they're literally going crazy, they would lose their mind and be admitted to a ward. Psych
Oh,
ward.
okay. So
Right.
it's Netherlands,
Netherlands. I love the Dutch.
Mexico,
The Dutch, I
Uruguay,
love the Dutch. I need to go there.
London, France,
All right.
Germany,
A lot of Europeans.
Mexico, Indonesia,
a lot of South America.
Syria,
Syria, Amsterdam. Places I need to go and be and visit, man.
Pakistan,
Aaron, what do you
Malaysia.
think? You, me, European tour?
I'm
You
down.
bring the camera?
Yeah, sounds
do
good.
It. Let's do it. Let's hook this up. We need somebody. If anybody knows somebody that's an event planner that wants to hook us up from going from London to Paris to wherever else we need to go, we need somebody to make this happen. And I'll bring the show. We'll bring cameras. We'll be fun. I promise.
We have a guest
Be a
in
little
here
snarky.
right now.
Oh, we have a guest. Who
We
is
have
it?
someone who's going to help us design this next logo.
All right, who is it?
A pro.
Here, Molly, we'll share this one. That one's
Okay.
hers.
Thank you,
Oh,
John
hi,
Anthony
guys.
Bermuda. Are we gonna cut to our camera?
Yeah, we're going to cut. Come on, Aaron.
Any day now, we should cut to.
join.
Hey, Emily!
Look at this pro.
Woo!
She's
Woo!
quick.
But I can't hear anything.
Oh,
Oh, let
Aaron.
me see your headphones.
You gotta plug those headphones in.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that
You guys are the best. Sweden, come to Brazil. I would love to come, you guys. I just need somebody
And
to
I,
organize it and pay for my way. I'll make it super cheap. I only fly business class. It's all right? Business class? You guys can do that, especially if it's a long flight. I don't want to be a prima donna. Emily, you guys know who Emily is? Let's introduce Emily.
So, what?
Emily Shea. Shea?
That's
Shea,
not,
Shea,
that's how you
Shea.
say your last. That's how you say your last name. How do you say your last name?
Shay.
She?
Do
Shea.
you want the correct version?
Well, where's your mic? Speak to the mic.
Do you want the correct version?
I only want the correct version.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, like she's the shit.
She.
She's the shit. Well, Emily Shea designed the posters behind you guys. And Emily has done some pretty awesome designs. We're going to do a live work session together. She's not afraid of me. Not at all. None of the women that work here are afraid of me except for men. Oh, put those on your eyebrows. She has her own stickers, her own little icon with a bun. Okay.
Emily, what do you
let's
think?
get into this.
Quality or
Okay,
quantity?
okay. Guys, let's get back into this. Let's
Fast
jump
or
back in.
slow?
Come on, guys. That was enough of a commercial break. Let's get into Arun's work. Arun Sharma, Scientist X Designs.
Oh my gosh. Like straight, like into it?
Here we go. Let's look at this.
Throwing you
Aaron,
in.
everybody focus up. Scientist X Designs. So he's showing us color palettes. Okay. All right. And there's a whole grid thing. I get it. I see it. What is this? Are these not outlined? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, there's two logo lockups here. A stacked version and a horizontal version. Let's get into it. Let's dive. You guys ready? You got your board shorts on? We're going to
We're
dive
ready.
into this.
Yeah.
You guys can share that one.
Are
Yeah,
we
we're-
designing
Yeah,
We're
you,
making
you
it better.
ladies, you guys design it.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Oh.
let's not assume it's bad just
Oh.
because it's here for us to review. Let's critique it first, and let's see what else we can do.
Okay.
What do you guys think of this mark?
It looks good.
Molly?
I think we can massage it a little bit, like the way that the X cuts the rag. I feel like on the logo, it doesn't feel refined.
The word mark?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use precise terminology. We're all college
Sorry.
art center educated people, yeah?
Okay.
Man, the thing on the corner doesn't look. You're talking about the word mark
Yeah.
right here, and then there's a symbol or a monogram, depending on how you want to describe that.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's just look at one thing at a time. You know my game. You know how I roll. First of all, what I do is I just delete everything people do. Complete disrespect. Delete stuff. I don't need to see all this. I just need to see this. Okay. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate this sucker. I'm going to hit Command Copy while this is selected. Hit this artboard and hit Command F to paste in front. So now we have the original. Nothing's going to get destroyed. I'm going to just delete all this stuff. Delete. Let's look at this mark. Scientist X. How is this mark, guys? Hello?
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
what
I don't
happened
really
is-
like it, man. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like it.
Oh, what happened to your BFF?
I like him. I don't like the mark though.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let the designers speak and then Aaron weigh in on
Okay,
your
well, there
opinion.
was some silence there. So.
Yeah, there was some silence. I thought the mic fell out or something. What do we think about this mark?
I like that there's an X in the read, but the S is a little bit unclear. I think we could make that better.
Okay. Molly?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I'm not a big fan of it either. I don't know if this is just subject, like personally. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
Cat got your tongue?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'm the lone guy here. I like it. It's simple. It's geometric. And it has two reads to it. You can look at it just like a stylized X. And then there's an S and an X, which Scientist X is his name. Okay, so why don't we do this? I'm not going to work on the mark. I think it's fine. I like it.
I think what
It's a
what I
symbol.
don't like about it is
Yeah.
how the word, the logo mark and the logo type is placed.
You're talking about the lockup, right?
Right, the lockup.
Okay, so Molly's going to work on an SX combination while I'll work on a typeset to work with this. Is that fair?
Okay.
Yes.
Molly, you seem like you're constipated. Are you okay?
No.
What are you doing? What do you want to do?
So you're saying I'm going to rework the mark, the actual
The SX.
X. Okay.
That's what you said because you don't like it. You think it could be better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not so confident now. What happened?
No.
That's all right. That's all right. And then, Emily, maybe you can do something, and I'll work with the lock up here.
Okay, but I need this computer's about to die. I'm running to Aaron's room to get the charger.
Okay, fine. What typeface is this? Is this Frutiger? Gill Sans? What do you think?
It looks maybe Gill Sans. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, we'll try Gill Sans or Frutiger. They're very similar. All right. How do I know? How do you guys know it's Frutiger or Gill Sans? Can you tell the audience, Emily?
Actually, I don't know the difference.
Okay. Well, it feels a little bit elongated, the proportions. It's got a wider character width, and it's a little bit round. It's not as geometric, so it feels a little bit more on the humanistic side. And there's a little bit of thick and thin variation here, not a ton. So maybe it's what do they call that? A neo-grotesque or humanistic font? Okay, so let's try. I don't know. Arun probably can tell this. So let's try Gill Sans. I haven't used Gill Sans in a while, so let me hit bold. Okay. So Gill Sans. See how it has like a wider character width? Okay, so that's one. I don't think that's it. Let's try Frutiger. Bold. That's not it, definitely. What other typeface do we have that we think it might be? It doesn't have to be exact. I'm not trying to match his typeface.
Kind
I
of
just
look
want to
like
get...
Gotham too.
Gotham or circular. Those are.
I don't have circular. I might even have Gotham on this machine.
Oops.
I do not. I'm a little deficient with my fonts on this laptop. Okay. Rather than bore you guys and load all that stuff, I don't think it's necessary to match the exact typeface. I just want to... Go ahead.
People are saying that it's a Montserrat. Is that how you pronounce
Montserrat?
it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. The internets are so smart. Let me
Yeah.
try Montserrat.
They clever.
Montserrat I don't have. I tend to go and delete every typeface I don't like. So I might have lost that, not knowing its qualities. That's me being super judgmental, and I get that.
People are like, finally! They were screaming it through the chat. And
Finally-
we just didn't notice.
Finally, what?
Finally, we got the right font.
Is it Montserrat?
Because we were guessing, like, oh, it's Gotham. It's,
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why this is problematic is when you try to scale this thing down, we talked about this before, we want to try to fill a square with your mark as much as possible. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be difficult to work with your current lockup. So if I scale this up, I'm going to keep scaling it up, and then I'll hit Shift X. Basically, that's how much real estate we lose up here. Can you guys see this? That's how much we're losing. So we need to get this to be a tighter configuration. So while Molly, good golly, Miss Molly's working on a new SX in the time that we have, Emily, what are your suggestions on how to do the lockup?
I would try the symbol on the top and the type on the bottom. I want to see how that looks like.
The symbol on the top and the type on the bottom, like this?
Right, with the type centered.
Like this? And take
Something like
this
that.
and center it like that.
Yeah, make it smaller, maybe.
Make what smaller? Be very specific. I'm your hands here.
Make the type smaller and.
Type going smaller right now in 3, 2, holding on Option, holding on Shift so I don't...
Maybe
good
turn
size?
it out.
Okay, on both?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to hit Option right arrow, guys. Open it up a little bit.
Oh, too much.
You say when? Like that?
A little bit closer. How
How's
do you
that?
feel about that?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel fine. I want designs to be smaller.
Maybe design in a gray.
Okay, before we get into grays, I'm going to close up the leading, which is Option up arrow. Okay, so I want to select, I'm going to hit Command T, bring that up, select designs. Instead of making gray, guys, I don't want to introduce all these colors. I'd rather just do a light. If you want variation and contrast, then I just prefer to try and use as few colors as possible and open this up a little bit. Scientist X designs. Maybe make it a little bit smaller so that we're reinforcing the Scientist X part and the designs is a little less important. We need to make some decisions for the audience that's going to look at this so that it's maybe there should be greater contrast between the point sizes between these two.
I'm thinking that's looking pretty cool to me.
All of a sudden, Aaron likes this now. He didn't like it before.
I think it's cooler than the one over there on the left.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is solve some spacing issues is really all we're trying to do. So now when I draw the box, I'm going to draw a marquee here, like that. See how we're filling more of the space, you guys? So we're wasting a little less space, and we can get this to be tighter. Maybe this could just be smaller overall. So I'm going to hold on Option and scale it to maybe there. Now I know then this can be scaled in.
Yeah, Chris, what about, like, are there any kind of grid lines you're looking at, like things to line up with other things here?
Not really. Not on this one here. You might be able to, once you get this into the right place, to follow this grid line here.
Right, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
You might. I would not sacrifice this whole design just to try and line that one thing up. There aren't any other major things I can think of. If the typeface were more angular, maybe it would work. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'm looking for harmony. Like, is that too close? Is that too far away?
So you're just going kind of with your eye instead
Yeah,
of
I'm
like...
just adjusting the space. Okay. And we did this whole lecture on grids, and I don't want you guys to feel trapped by grids.
Like, you know the white space inside of the symbol there? Should that be like the same size everywhere there's, like, between Scientist X and the...
Between here and here?
Should be all the same.
Yeah, it's not even same right now because you'll notice there's more space here than there is here. Right? I'm talking about this space here.
Yeah.
That's bigger than this space here.
Right. So do you think that'd be something to consider, or?
I mean,
like, would that make it look better?
No, I think you could. You can try. You can do all these measurements if you can.
Yeah.
Right now we're in the sketching phase, so we can drill into the details,
gotcha.
right? And you're right. Maybe a little adjustment, a little nudge here, a little tweak there makes it a little bit better or not. I think we're pretty good in the space here. Molly, you done with your design?
No.
Yeah, let's check in with
Let's check in with Molly. Let's look at what Molly's design. Let's go.
No. I'm trying to figure out.
Looking good.
Let's cut to some donation breaks here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, excellent.
Yeah,
oh, Molly.
thank you.
I mean, Emily's knows how to play this game better than you. Shit. All right. Who's donating to us?
Julius donated €2.
Thank you very much.
Luke Duckworth donated $20 and said, "You guys are all great burritos on me, but there's only enough for 2 burritos. So you must decide."
You guys, I appreciate you guys donating. I'm just going to ask you guys this question. Those of you guys that have donated before, would it be troublesome for you to actually go on our donation page and donate that way versus YouTube? I just want to ask that question. Would you still consider doing that? I don't want to tell you not to, but YouTube takes 30% of your money. So when you give us $20, you're actually giving us $14. That's what they take. It's kind of rough. You got a little racket going on here.
Also, Scientist X, the guy that we're designing the logo for, donated 200 rupees, I think.
He did. I saw that. Okay. I think he's done a really good job. Maybe he can tighten this thing up a little bit. We will give Molly more time to work on an amazing design. But right now, we're going to move on. What I really also like about this, guys, I think this could make for a really good pattern. I don't know. I'm going to go on a limb here and just try. Line this up right. This is going to be sloppy, guys. Forgive me. Okay. And I'm going to select this now. And if you guys don't know, I was hitting Command D. I'm going to try to get the spacing just so. Hit Command D. Look at that. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Or is it just me?
Yeah, like, how would you use that?
Yeah.
I'll show you how to use it right now. I'm glad you asked, Aaron. Molly, focus on your task at hand.
Sorry.
That's all right. You're not allowed to talk. Because I want to see what you come up with.
Chris.
And then I'm going to select this. I'm not talking to you. I'm going to hit Command 7. Okay, so I can mask that off. And I can scale it up and down, and I could screen it back. Right now, it's a very strong pattern. So if I click on this and double click on it, I can still edit all the bits, right? I think. I'm going to select. Did I go in yet? I think I needed to go in one more layer. There we go. I'm going to bring my colors back, and let's pick using the eyedropper tool, which is the letter I, and I'm going to pick this color. So we're going to make it all one color. Maybe I need to screen this back a little bit. So I'm going to select this again. And I'm going to go into my color palette, which is here. Where are my swatches? I don't know all these icons. Okay, let's go to swatches. Swatches right there. Okay. If you guys, I'm going to show you a trick right now. Here's a trick. Trick coming up. I'm going to hit new for a new color. Okay, you see that right there? It's giving me all the CMYK values. I'm going to change it to a spot color. And I'm going to call this SX. SX lime. Let's just call it lime. SX for scientist, X lime. And we can still stay in the color mode CMYK. That's fine. I'm going to hit OK. So there's a little icon down here. You guys see that right there? It's turned into a spot color, which is awesome now. Because when I go into the color space, I should be able to, where is it that I can slide it? Maybe I need to show some options here. See this right now? I can just dial a percentage of that color down. And now this is a global color. If I were to go and adjust this color, if I double click on this and I want to make it a yellow or an orange, okay, it should change every color that's referencing that swatch. So if you build swatches with a spot color option, you can make global changes and it's really easy. I want to keep it like the way it is, okay? All right.
He said, I just lost the comment. He said it's an hourglass because I like to be efficient. I thought that was really cool. And also, it kind of looks like the chemical flask.
Yes?
Yeah, that's so
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Well, I like you to be efficient too. Now that I'm in this mode right here, I'm a couple layers deep into the clip group and the original, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody told us if you just hit escape, we're out. I didn't know that before, so thank you, Internet. You're so smart. So smart. Okay, I'm going to grab this type, and Molly should be about done with her design.
No.
I'm going to say Scientist X. Let's give them a messaging, some kind of statement. Okay, beautiful, thoughtful. I'm going to do all caps. Beautiful, thoughtful designs done quickly. That's horrible messaging. Never hire a graphic designer to write your copy. I'm going to bring this to the top, which is Command Shift right bracket to bring it to the top. Now Option down arrow opens up the leading. I'm going to scale this up a little bit more. I need something big and beautiful and bold. Okay, while we're working on that. I think I need to change this typeface. I don't know if this is right for me. I'm going to move this over here. What typeface should I use? Emily, what typeface should I use? I'm going to use Dido, thank you. I just want something that's very different. Now, this isn't working for me yet because the scale of this pattern is too big. So I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to click on it again and just scale it down some more.
And Chris, you misspelled design.
Okay, everybody just relax. I'm typing on the fly. Thank you very much. And I just need more of this. So I need to scale this down even more. And I'm going to duplicate this another time. One more time, like or somewhere on here. This is bad practice here, you guys, so don't do this. But I'm doing it because we're live. Forgive me. Take this. Oops. Okay, now I can select all, not that. Group that. Move it up. Okay, I think that's the right scale. So I'm going to hit escape and get out of this. And I will fix the designs. Designs. Okay, beautiful, thoughtful designs done quickly. Maybe this is how we use it. I don't know. And then I'm going to grab my mark and drag it down here. I'm going to group that, scale this thing down to. See, this is where you guys are going to realize the size of your mark matters a lot. And maybe that's how we complete a Facebook ad for them. I don't know. Something.
That's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. Aaron gives me the not bad gesture, and we're back in the thick of things. Okay? What I like about it is the potential for it to be used in other ways. When you have a mark that you can use as a pattern, as some kind of three-dimensional object, it's got longevity. I can adapt it. I can apply it to things. I can put it on a shopping bag. There's lots of things I can do. It could be tissue paper that's printed. It can be a strip, like when they do those packaging tape, you can have custom packaging tape that you pull out and you put on things. So even before somebody knows it's from you, they can tell it's from you. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say packaging tape? Aaron,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay. let's move on, and I'm gonna hit save on this. Arun, thank you very much for all that you do for the community. I know you're very active in this group. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
We also got another donation from Leslie, €5.
€5, that's a lot. Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it. And then who's giving us $20 there?
Oh, I mentioned him. It's
Luke Duckworth.
Yeah.
You guys are all great. Burritos.
The burritos
okay.
guy.
And he's got a little cat emoticon too. That's awesome.
It's the devil emoticon.
Oh, I didn't look at that closely. Who's next?
Craig Wells.
Okay, tell me about Craig Wells' story.
I will. Hold on.
I'm gonna take a drink of water because I'm feeling my voice going.
Okay. Craig said 81 Mass. This is about the logo that I chose. 81 Mass is comprised of two creatives, an architect and an interior designer, who branch off from their multinational architecture firm to start a new venture as a partnership in South Africa. This is a multidisciplinary South African practice which integrates architecture, sustainability, and interior design. 81 Mass is inspired by a minimalistic contemporary design.
Okay, that's enough. That's
Okay.
enough. That's enough. That's enough. See, even Aaron and I are on the same page on that. It's dangerous when Aaron and I agree on everything. You just know that, okay?
Okay.
That's a lot of story. Okay, it's 81 Mass is all I need to know.
Okay.
Architectural sustainability and blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right.
All right. So
You know what I don't like about what you read?
what?
Does it ever talk about what's the benefit to the client? Scan that.
Let me hold on.
So I'm going to give you guys a tip. If you guys are a design firm, if you're in the service industry, I would strongly suggest you talk about the benefits to your client as opposed to what you're all about. Talk less about what you can do for you. Talk more about what you can do for them.
No.
No. Okay. So that's a tip. All right. We're looking at the drawing, the construction of the logo, using very solid principles and angles. This is an architect. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he designed the logo, the architect?
Oh no, this is
An architect.
Yeah.
And
his
I
client.
like it. It feels like it is designed for somebody that's working in space engineering and planning and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that you want.
This is what it looks like, right?
What's that?
This is what it looks like. The one you have looks like it's.
Yeah, I'm showing you the construction of it, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
I have it here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to show you how they drew the logo. So basic circles and then 40.5 degree angle, and then mirroring it, it's symmetrical, and then finding where it intersects to come up with a 1. This is the grid of the logo. There it is, 81 Mass. And that looks like Helvetica. Is it?
The A, yeah, it definitely
But
is.
it's extended, so maybe is it Franklin Gothic?
No, I think.
No,
it
it's
might-
Helvetica.
yeah.
It is? Why is
Yeah.
it extended like that?
Maybe they have an extended version.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
yeah, I
it's
don't consider
bold.
that. Yeah, okay.
Or I mean,
Yeah.
whatever's
I get
after
it.
bold.
So here's how the typography stacks up here. Let's critique this again, you guys.
Okay.
My throat is hurting. I'm feeling something here.
rough explorations.
Ooh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Let's just first look at the mark itself without any additional typography.
Okay.
Let's look at this. What do you guys think? How do you feel about this mark?
Very contemporary.
Yeah, I like it. I like the way that he's slicing the type, and I don't know what to say right now. It's the circles, lines, architecture, slicing, typography. Feeling it.
Well said.
Emily, weigh in on this, please.
I like it, but I think it's a little awkward that the mass is so much longer than the 81. I think that's the only thing that's bothering me. Other than that, it's a very contemporary, modern, cutting edge logo.
Literally cutting
Yeah.
edge. Literally cutting edge. And we like that. We like modern designs here at Blind. Can we make this better?
I think we could do a few tweaks here and there, but
Like
overall,
where'd you make it? It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. Molly, what's that look of consternation on your face?
Oh, I was just squinting to see.
Are you still working on the
No,
AS?
I moved on.
AX?
I gave
You
up.
You gave up. Okay. Or Scientist X. Okay, here's what I think, guys. I like this a lot. This is a solid mark. Can we do better? Maybe. I have an idea. And I'm dangerous with ideas because we're going to try. First of all, I'm going to scale that sucker down and I'll move it over here. So now we have the master. I'll move it over here. I like that all these angles line up, but the mass is just bugging me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ungroup this, Command-Shift-G, select this, and hit delete. How's that feel?
Cool.
Feels better already.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're it's not called 81, it's called 81 mass. So I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm just gonna
Crazy.
go bananas here.
Careful,
Like
we're
this.
cooking with gas.
We are cooking with gas. Scale this up. Aaron's gonna know where I'm gonna be in about 2 minutes. Okay. Now I'm gonna change the typeface because that was Kill Sans, and I'm gonna change it to Helvetica. What?
How about like a bold?
Bold is too bold.
Oh. Light?
Regular, maybe.
Maybe
Let's see
some
what we got here.
light?
No, it's medium. Let's try Helvetica medium. Gosh, I have so many versions of Helvetica, not the one I want. Medium extended. Oh, that's what they were using, an extended typeface. I guess I do have that. Helvetica Neue. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I want to do is I'm going to scale this up to match the width of this. And we're really close there. Like, gosh, I'm just
Pretty
money
much,
on that. I
yeah.
am money on that. So I want to see if this looks right. That looks too big.
Yes.
It's too big.
Too
So
big.
you know what I'm going to do? It's too big. It's too ugly too. I'm going to just move it over here. I will try now a capital M. And scale this thing down to match. Sorry, I didn't have it selected. Command-Shift less than. We'll scale this thing down. I want to just try and line it up there. How's that look?
I don't like it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, articulate why, and then we'll fix it. Or be stumped.
I'm thinking. I feel
Ooh.
like I like the lowercase m better.
I think it's too big, right?
Now I would change the weight. You guys keep talking, keep thinking.
Okay.
Medium.
Do you know, what do you think, Emily?
Medium, maybe I go bold now.
Are you just trying to type an M, or are you trying to
Yeah.
do math? Oh,
No, I'm just going to do an M. I don't think I want everything else in here. We don't have to pack it so tightly with information.
Yeah, I feel like
it's
I like.
a mark.
I'm already liking that better.
It's a mark, you guys. So that's, and then I'm going to space it out a little bit, shift. If you hit left and right on the keyboard, it moves it like one increment, right? So if I go Command K, it's going to move it 1 point. That's what it's going to move it. But if I hit shift right, it moves it by 10 units. So I can make some really quick adjustments. I think there's another key to make it shift even more, but I don't remember right now. So 81M, that's one way to do it. I want to just try something.
Try
I
it.
just want to try 81M. I just want to type it out and see what it looks like. And then do some letter spacing. I'm going to hide all this junk.
Okay.
Okay. I hate that. I'm going to delete that. So we have the original, we have this abomination, and then we're starting to use something like this, and then just to use 81M just as typed out.
I see.
I want to get your feedback on this, you guys. What do you guys think?
I like the original right now.
I think you're moving in a good direction here.
That's the original right there.
Yeah.
Emily, what do you think?
Is the original idea trying to achieve some kind of messaging with the crisscross cutting off letter form kind of stuff? Because the new one that you did is missing that, I feel like.
Am I? So I'm going to hit pen tool, hit shift. I'm going to draw this line here. Oops. Darn it. I'm going to move this over here so we can see that. I need my colors back.
Or
so
it's like
shift.
architecture, buildings.
I'm going to take this. I'm going to rotate it. Thankfully, he supplied us with the angle, so I don't have to try and match it. 40.5 degrees. Boom. Okay? I'm going to just try something. Since you guys aren't saying anything, Command-Shift-O, outline that sucker. I'm going to take this, which is the same. What the heck?
Oh my god.
It's not 40. Blah. Okay. Now I have to just eye match it. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that. I kind of like that too.
Yeah, I like it with the line.
This is the beauty of just us playing, just trying. I didn't mean to do that, but I was open to it. So I'm going to move this over
Happy
here.
accident.
Yeah. So now we're looking for a cut line here. This is going to be difficult to find where it can cut. Maybe right there. I could get lucky, you guys. Let's see.
Let's see.
So we're going to go into
Divide.
Pathfinder, and we hit divide. It's right there. Boom. Now I'm going to take this. Now it's all grouped, right? I can't move it. I'm going to hit Command-Shift-G and to be able to ungroup it. And then if I move it, in a similar fashion. That's not good. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it bombs.
Thought we were gonna get lucky.
I don't think it looks right.
Yeah.
Mostly because there's not enough letter form here for it to look right. These are two simple shapes here. Two very simple shapes, so it's easy to shear them and make it look okay. This does not look good. I tried. I failed.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other place I don't like it.
I like it like this. No.
Can you read it?
No.
What if you massage it a little more so you bring the bottom part? Never mind. It won't work.
Okay. So some options here, you guys. I don't know what else to do. I don't love this thing. I think it's nice. I'm not going to complain about it. But when we're exploring things, I just like cleaner things myself. That's all. Some things where you look at, I actually prefer something like this myself, and then we can get all the typography in there. There's some interesting typographic explorations that he's trying here in terms of bringing the 81 up here. I like that exploration. 81 mass. There's another mass that's got the angles.
Someone said the capital M will cut nicely. Capital M. Try messing with the.
You want to try and cut the capital M? I just didn't like the way that even looked as a lockup, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could cut it off, but it didn't look good to me. Well, you know what? Since somebody suggested it, I feel
like you need to do it.
Obligated, obliged to do it. So I will. I'm going to grab this little thing. I'm going to move it over here. And instead of cutting it off this time, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to add to this. Hold down. Nothing. You can click on that. Select this. Hit D for default colors. X to toggle from the fill to the stroke, and hit slash. And now it's gone, and it's there. You guys like that? Do you love it?
I don't like it.
Some letters just don't look good in a particular typeface, and the M's don't have a lot to offer. It's basically a straight and two diagonals. It's not great. But we tried, and there's no harm in trying. As Mr. Aaron Draplin says, vectors are free. Try things. No problem.
Someone said take the original and change the color of the mass. No, is that?
No, color's not going to solve anything here. I appreciate the suggestion. Make your designs work in black and white first. Make it work. If you have to jump to colors or gradients, it's telling you something's funky.
I see.
Okay? We're not going to totally be able to solve all these logos within the time limit we have. I'd like to do one more and then say goodbye to everybody.
Okay.
Should we try to do one more?
Yeah, let's try and do one more.
All right. So who designed this again?
Molly? Craig.
Craig,
Wells.
good job. I like it. Very modern, very
what
clean
ones
design.
do you think we should do?
You did a good job.
That one.
We're going to have Molly tell
This
us who
one.
the next contestant is.
Hold on.
Molly, any day now while I'm still young.
I know. There's a
While I'm
lot.
young, please.
This one.
This one could be a good one.
Yeah. How about Phillip Kim? Click on him.
Okay, Phillip Kim. All right. Boom. Ooh. Why is it asking me this? No, I don't want to find your fonts. Get out of my face. All right. Okay. This is from Phillip Kim. Read me his story, please.
Let me hold on. Phillip Kim. This logo is for University of Canterbury Chess Club. That's all it says.
University of Canterbury Chess Club.
Canterbury Chess Club.
Good reading there.
Thank
Good reading
you.
there. University of Canterbury Chess Club. I get it. So this is the knight. The horse is called the knight, right?
Yeah.
This is the knight. And I can see the silhouette. It's very strong, very bold. Let's get into it. What do you guys think?
I feel like the symbol is strong. The type mark.
How about we do this? I've been trying to set you up to answer the question a certain way. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let's give us your opinion first, and then let's break it down.
Okay. It's okay.
Thanks for the non-opinion.
I can't say it. I don't want to say I don't like it. There's something that I like about it, but I'm not crazy.
Get off the fence, Molly. Emily, what do you think? You like it? You don't like it?
I like it, but I have a but.
Go
Is
ahead.
that okay?
You have two butts, but go on.
I don't know what he's trying to do with the square on the logo, the the
The
type.
little thing there,
Right.
the
I
little
think
doodad.
he's trying too much or do too many tricks to the type, but I really like the symbol. It's cool. It's like a nice pattern. We could reuse that pattern for something else, like how you did for Scientist X.
I think this is a well-drawn mark, you guys. I like it. It's solid, it's clean, it's modern, it's adaptable, I think. Where it falls apart for me is the word mark. So let's dive in.
I see.
I try, guys. The internet, I try.
Chris, okay.
Molly.
I'm learning, all right?
Okay, let's get into this. All right. Okay. First of all, I don't read UC Chess, even though I say UC Hess. Right?
Yes.
We probably need to do something here to make this read. So let's do what we always do. And I'm just going to delete stuff. First thing I do. I don't need that. Grab this. I'm going to scale this down so we have a little bit more room to work with. Like this is the original. And Option drag down here and hit Command D a couple times. All right. Zoom in. Okay. If people are wondering how I'm zooming in and navigating the interface so fast and giving you guys motion sickness, I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, I have the selection tool. I'm going to bring the tools up, right? I have the selection tool. However, if you hold down the space bar at any given time, except for when you have type selected, like when it's live type, it gives you the hand tool. So my hand is always around the home keys and all this kind of stuff. So anyways, the hand tool allows me to move the page while I'm holding down the space bar. If I hit Command Space, it gives me the zoom in tool. Zoom in, you can click, you can swipe right, swipe left, and it zooms in and out. It's just left and right. People get confused by going up and down.
Like they do.
Some people I know. Okay, left and right, that's all you need. And should you want to zoom out, you can also hit Command Option Space, and that'll give you the zoom out tool. It works exactly the same way as the zoom in tool, so I wouldn't even worry about that. And that's how I'm navigating really quickly. This is the selection tool, and then if you hit A, this is called the direct selection tool, I believe it's called. Let's see if I'm right. It's called direct. And so this allows you to select components versus the entire group. So if I switch back to the other tool, what is this called? The selection tool, I hit V, I would not be able to select that little point. See how it selects the whole group?
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know about that. All right. This is using one of my favorite typefaces, Din. This is Din, right?
I love Din, yeah.
Din is so good. Okay, let's get rid of some junk. Let's do the direct selection tool, which is A. Select this red block,
Hide.
which we don't need. I'm just going to delete. I have my master up here, so I can be a little bit more ruthless when I'm editing this logo. So let's type this in. The chess. UCAS. Okay. Don't do that. Hold on Shift while dragging away from this point at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to select this and delete this. Move this in here. And if I hit Command T, that'll bring up my type tool, my type pop-out. I'm going to type in Din. And I believe he was using bold. Something like that. Let me double check. Yeah. Scale this up. Hit S for scale, or you can just drag it up from here if you have that tool. Okay. UC Chess Club. UC Chess Club. All right, we have some problems here, so we need to figure out how to solve this to read. What do you guys think we should do?
Well, we can do UC space chess.
Let's try that. Now what?
Now what? So
Stuck?
what? Now what?
Can we have chess in that lighter way?
Yes, we can. So I'm going to delete these other ones then so that we can continue to explore. Okay, zoom in here. Grab this, drag it down. Emily says lighter weight. Light.
And can we also try a version where there's no space in between?
Yes, we can. Move it down. Working fast here.
Someone said, how about UCC or UC cubed?
That would be University of Canterbury squared. or cubed. Why would it be cubed? Okay. We're getting anywhere with this, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, we are. I think we are.
Okay. Now what?
Now what?
Can we scale down the logo symbol, logo mark?
Or can we stack it? Box.
Better?
No.
I want it to be small, but it doesn't look good.
Well, let's try. This is strange for me that you have bold, uppercase, and then there's like too many tricks in here, upper, lower, and then bold for something so simple. Here's my suggestion. We're going to drag this over. This is a very common typographic design logo problem. So let's see if we can solve this together. The internet's going crazy for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that. UC chess. Okay.
Yeah, I like that better.
Try that. And I'm going to take this and I'll move it above it. And I'm going to scale. I'm going to Command-Shift-C, make that centered. Command-Shift-L is also justify left. I'm going to scale this down.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm going to try one other thing here. I'm going to take a measurement. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to add it. I'm going to click
Someone
on
said
this.
put chess on a different line.
Yeah, I'm going to measure that, and I'm going to bring something down here. And I'm going to use that same color.
I
use
already
an
like
I.
that a lot better. It looks good.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Boom.
Why did I do this? I'll talk you guys through what I'm trying to do here. Aaron, you feeling this at all?
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it feels like the bottom of the piece. You know how they have
They have,
the
they have a
base?
base.
Yeah.
They have a little base.
I really like
and I'm
that.
trying to anchor that. And it just so happens that we're arbitrarily kind of aligned. We could move it over here so that that lines up a little bit. So it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It could be something like this. Lots of ways to do this because you can do like UCC. Okay, so let's try a bunch of things. Let's grab this sucker and drag it down. Once again, we're going to just try things. So I'm going to select this and this. I'm going to group on that and shift this up so that this width, this width is the same.
Someone
Again,
said Chris did it again.
I'm going to do like that. And bring it in and bring this up. UCC Chess Club. Okay, bring it down. Give it some space. We can see the evolution of this. And I'm going to do the thing that I told you to do before. I'm going to hit this and I'm going to hit
Oh, yeah. Make it official.
down to like right there. Put it there. Little asymmetrical balance, guys. I'm looking for something. Maybe that works. Maybe you guys hate it. I don't know. We can keep working on this, but my stomach's been grumbling.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been
Look at
grumbling.
that.
It's
It's
lunchtime.
1 o'clock.
It's been a long episode, you guys.
It's been a great episode, I think.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do the people think?
So
Did you like this?
We can do it centered. I'm gonna do one where it's centered, I'm gonna change this back to being centered. Let me group this and that. You guys can keep talking while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm reading. Someone's saying very clean.
Boom, centered.
Someone says they hate it. I love it.
You can hate it. Haters gonna hate.
Someone said meh. One of the best. Great. Good. So good. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
I'm gonna try to do double that.
Great
now.
episode. Thank you, Chris. I loved it. I'm very hungry too. Solid logos. Some people are upset that we didn't get to their logos.
Okay, you know what? Next
can do
Friday,
a-
we'll do it again.
Yeah.
We'll just pick you guys off one at a time. And I'm going to continue working while you guys are doing
Guys,
whatever
we'll
you're
get to
doing.
your logos. Don't worry.
Some options for you. So let's finish it off. Let's look at it now. We started here.
Yes.
You chesk. You see Hess. You see space chess. You see space chess, but let's go light. Let's bring it together, no gap. UCC wasn't quite there. And now we have centered versions with the red to lock the chess together. So you can really read that. You see, made the line weight here double the scale, double the height, of the standard thing or triple. Because it could be read as the base of it or a shadow. Like it's in motion. Like somebody picked up the chess piece and is moving it for that kill.
I just got
Which is
just
good.
got the meaning of why he put the square on the original logo.
What
Which
was
is why.
it?
It's because the horse can only move diagonally on a chessboard, so it was like diagonal to the U. It's really clever, but I think he
You don't
just,
need that.
Right,
You just
right,
don't need
right.
it.
You don't.
Like we know how to play chess or we don't,
Right.
This is the chess stuff. I get it.
It could have been a separate logo where the horse didn't exist and it was only the logo type, and he had a little square. That could have been a pretty good, simple logo by itself.
You know what I want to do? I'm going to do something while our studio honest is here.
Tell me. Someone's asking, will this video be free? I just joined.
Maybe.
Later.
You never know.
You never know with us.
You never know, guys.
Someone's saying I never read their comments. I do. What are you saying? You're not saying anything right now.
Burn, as my kids would say. Burn. Here's what I'm going to do.
Ugh, Emily is so smart. She is.
I know.
Oh my God. I'm going to throw up.
Guys, I am not single, so stop asking that. Okay? Thanks.
Okay. We're going to take this, and this is just an ugly mock-up. Of these three, which ones do you guys like the best? I'm going to just try something. Somebody speak.
I like the middle one.
Middle one. Okay.
Middle one, for sure.
Middle one.
Okay, middle one. I'm going to take this. I'm going to bring it over
I
here.
think it's extra nice if you add the trademark sign in the corner.
All right.
Like,
God, you're
makes
killing me.
Yeah.
Killing
Makes
me.
it extra official.
Killing me, Larry.
Yeah.
See, it's weird how adding some of those things, and you're ultimately going to have to add it anyway, so why not make it as part of the design consideration right now? And put it there.
Ooh.
Wouldn't you guys want to wear that shirt?
I would totally wear that.
That's
Part of this,
Aaron,
guys?
I know you would wear that.
Aaron would rock this in about a heartbeat,
Send
you
me that
guys.
shirt and I'll wear it, man.
Right? You could do that. There's other fun things that you can do. You can do an asymmetric thing. You can take this, and I'm going to ungroup it. Delete. Oops. Let me lock that sucker. I'm going to delete this. Come on. Shift G. Come on, Shift G. Like that. Delete that. Delete this. You guys know what I'm going to do now, right? I'm going to take this sucker, and I'm going to make it really small.
Is it legal for them to just steal our idea and then,
What idea?
not our idea, but just whatever you're designing right now? Like, what if...
Is somebody asking that?
No, I'm just wondering.
No, we're here to help.
Okay.
Steal away. There's no stealing. I'm here to help. Imagine as if I'm that tutor that you couldn't afford to hire, and I charge you nothing. I'm just here to help.
Great.
Wow.
So maybe a little mark on there, you guys? Something?
Yeah,
Just a
Phillip,
little-
go print out that shirt.
Little
and-
sleeve right
Yeah.
here. Aaron's ready to print
Phillip,
this
are you
and-
watching?
All right.
I hope
Yeah,
he is.
Molly, you are kind of echoey for some reason.
Really?
I do hear it from
It's
you.
'cause yeah, she's just so loud.
Oh.
No, it's the way the mic is set up. Something is a little echoey. All right, anyways, this is it. You guys, let's cut to my screen.
Woo!
All right. First of all, thanks for hanging in there with us. You guys, I don't know where you're from, what time zone it is. Some people are watching this at 3 in the morning. I believe that. And I hope you found this episode when we do the deep dive into the logo that this was helpful to you. I apologize. Sincerely. I do apologize to everybody that tuned in and was hoping to see their logo critique. And I think we had 12 ready to go. That means we'll have 9 more for the next time. And we'll work through this. My hope is that instead of going really light, because we've seen other logo critiques from other people out there on the internet, so I don't need to name names, but they'll say, I like it, it's quite nice. And then what did you learn from that? That one person gave you an opinion that they liked it. My hope is that we're going to give you some tools, a process, so that you can go through logo exploration. The one key takeaway here, is give yourself some time to work through a problem. Don't be so quick to judge it and strangle that thing. Like, let it live. Try other things. And when it doesn't work, don't summarily dismiss it and saying, that's stupid, I'm dumb for doing that. Look at it. Why doesn't it work? Have a more thoughtful process and work through the problem. I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you to my entire team, including the very late but also wonderful late entry, Emily Xie,
Thank
for
you,
coming in.
Chris.
For coming in. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for donating. Thanks for watching.
We just got another
Thank
donation.
you for supporting us. It means so much. Guys, be well. Remember, you're not defined by your past. The future is what you make it. Roll the titles. Get us out of here.